Welcome to my journey through the Bible. This will be applications you can apply to your life and a little more in depth about the chapter. We are in Exodus 23 1 through 33. It is too easy to feel as if you're right when there is a division. Many times we probably would like to get revenge. We have to be very careful about what we say and to be sure that we only say the truth. When you go to court, you want it to be fair for both sides, and you want the opinions to be the truth. Now, let's face it, when we go to court, nobody really wins. When you take somebody to court, you have to pay for a lawyer, and you're paying them a lot of money to defend your case. You pay court costs, you pay for the judge. There is time off of work. And when the judgment is finally at an end, neither side is really happy with the outcome. And if we would just obey these rules and some of these laws, I think we could save ourselves a lot of money, a lot of heartache, a lot of time, and a lot of aggravation. And oftentimes it is nice to get a gift from somebody that you love, or even to give a gift for someone that may be in need. And we'll see many times that it is so much easier to help out family and friends more than it is to an enemy. It's hard to help somebody that hates you or mistreats you in any way. But God tells us to do it anyways. We are to be kind, and you never know. Maybe your kindness would lead them to God. Maybe it just softens their heart a little more. We have to remember that even your enemy is a child of God. And maybe they've just lost their way. Maybe they have been done wrong so many times that it's led to them doing you wrong. And God tells us in His Word that we are to live at peace with everyone as much as possible. And we have to forgive. We have to let go. Don't allow your enemy to hold you back from life and from blessings. And to have a day of rest. Life can be hard, and it beats us down, and our schedules keep us going 90 to nothing, that we are overwhelmed, and we just need some time to be in the presence of God. We just need some time to step back from all the hustle and bustle of everyday life. And after a day of rest, we're refreshed and we're ready to face the week that is ahead of us, hopefully with a clearer mind and a better perspective. And sadly, I would say many people don't take the time to get this rest. Some don't believe that they need the rest. Some don't see the point in having rest. And some feel like they will be overloaded, that all the stuff that they have to do will continue to pile up, and then it'll just be on their shoulders when they come back. They feel like things will fall apart if they take a day off. But then you have to think, would it make a difference if you had a day off? Would things go a little smoother? Would you be able to handle things without being so frustrated and without losing your cool because you're overworked and you're just strapped for time. And you have nothing left to give if you don't allow yourself to have some time to refresh. And I've even heard it say before that if we don't take time for ourselves, if we don't take time to rest and heal, then how are you going to be there for everybody else? How are you going to hold this load and this company together and everybody that's counting on you? How are you going to keep it all going when you wear yourself down and you make yourself sick? When if you would have just took a break once in a while, then things would have kept going smoothly. And we are to live in this world, but not become part of it. We can make a difference with our examples and by living out our faith, not just by careless words that we say, but to actually apply those words to our life and show that we're different from everybody else, that we handle things different. And even in the times that say we don't, say the times that we lose our temper, the times that we let things slide, when we come back and we apologize and we confront the issue or the conflicts that have gone on, that's still gonna stand out in people. They're going to see that example. They're going to see that God still lives inside of you, even when you do things wrong, that you can come back and you can admit it and you can apologize. Because a lot of times people, even when they do wrong, they just move on. They're like, oh, I did wrong, but I'm not going to admit it. I'm not going to say anything to that person because they'll use it against me. And we have to realize that we live in a world that thinks of itself, that desires what they want. It's all about me, 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 me. And it doesn't matter what it takes or who you have to step on in order to get what you want. And God says that there's a better way, but we must lead it by example. And our faith has to just be stronger. And we may have to go into the fire. We may even get burned a little bit by trials and by problems. We'll have some scars to show, some battle scars that we can talk about. But God says, even if you get burned, don't let it consume you. God is right there beside of you. He's going to help you. He's going to lead the way for you. And all you have to do is ask Him. And He's going to do so much more than what you ask of Him. And then we have to stand guard against the influences of the devil. Satan is always going to try to pull us away by whatever means he needs to. Maybe he pulls us away from God because our family is so demanding. Maybe he pulls us away from God because we need to work more hours to pay our bills and to make ends meet. Maybe he pulls us away from church so that we work or just don't feel the need to go to church and be with people of like-minded. And we have to remember that there's a constant battle between Satan and between God. And God will win every time. And we are going to have to choose what side we're going to be on. So choose your team. May God be with you in everything and in every way.